Hi, it's Minerva, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So, this story I'm about to tell you is one that traumatized me. It's one that I don't talk about often, but today I'm going to lay it all down at your feet so that at least someone out there can learn from it. Okay, so let's rewind to 2018. Yes, 2018 or 2019. I am on vacation, but I'm still in school because I was doing internship at the time. And then the hostel I was in at that time was close to my workplace. So I was still on campus basically. And it's the weekend, and I have to go and see my cousin and his family so that we can go to church together on Sunday. Called in, they're expecting me. I packed my bags and I am on my way to see them. So at the junction where I'm supposed to get a car, I'm waiting for a bus basically, and a young man approaches me. Hi mom, I'm looking for St. Mary's Hospital, and I was told it's just around there. Can you please show me? I'm going to visit a pregnant woman and pray for her. It's like St. Mary's Hospital. I haven't heard of it, so please ask someone else. So he walks forward a bit and meets another young man and asks him about it. And it just happens this other young man knows where this hospital is, so he's trying to direct him. That is where the show began. I'm sure by now you are getting where the story is leading to, but stay with me. Let's say he's a pastor. No, in this case, a fake pastor, because he mentioned that he's going to pray for a pregnant woman at the St. Mary's Hospital. So he begins to now reveal things about this other young man that was able to direct him to the hospital. And the show continues from there. Now they both come close to me, and he's trying to now reveal things about me, which are obviously not true. He's just guessing, right? Saying random things that basically every person goes through, like your auntie is trying to do this and that against you. Everybody has stories in their family, so trying to round it up for it to look like he's making sense. But honestly, he wasn't. And I felt like something wasn't right. But I was still waiting for a car. Mind you, I hadn't gotten a car. And then these people were distracting me. You know what caught my attention? The fact that everything he was saying about the other young man seemed to be true. And from our interaction, it seemed they didn't know each other at all. So it was just so strange that he's confirming everything this pastor is talking about. Okay, stay with me. This is where things get intense. Now he's still talking, still revealing stuff, and I tell him, okay, Mr. Man, I need to go. My people are expecting me. And he point blank tells me, you are going. Do you know what will happen on the way as you are going? Okay, go. So I'll admit I was a bit naive. Okay, so I got scared for a second, because what if indeed something happened to me? Then it would look like because I ignored the man of God and then I left. But then again, I shouldn't have believed him, because even if you're a true man of God, you wouldn't threaten someone like that, first of all. And if you really have faith in God, you wouldn't believe anything that doesn't align with your spirit. Yes. So let's continue. That was the bit, and I stayed, and they went on and on. Thank God, when he used the format to ask for my Momo pin, I didn't give it to him because it didn't make sense. He was like, do I have a laptop? And I need to go and bring it and he'll do something. I was like, I cannot go back. I need to go. So, I was hesitant, but I was also scared. And then I stayed there, and it got to a point, this young man now told me that to be able to reverse all the things that he has said about me, I need to do something. See, at that point, right, they had asked me to do something real weird, and I went along with it. I want to describe it, but I am even ashamed. So, but I'll say it. We are being vulnerable here, so I'll say it. I'll share it with you. They told me to bring my palm and let me. You know what? If you've been in that situation before, you know what I'm talking about. And then do this. They made me do this weird thing, guys. They made me spit in my palm, and they told me that I will see it. Basically, I'm showing you that it will come from here. I really don't know what happened, but it felt like I was in a haze. Everything was just so blurry at that point. That wasn't even the most embarrassing in fact. I was asked to run to a pool that was far from me, and then as I am going, I should be reciting Psalm 23. I don't know what came over me at that point, but guess what? I did it. I ran to the pool, and I was doubtful about him, but I was also scared that what if indeed this man is a man of God and everything he's saying is true? So because of the possibility of he being a man of God, let me just do it and be free and go. But before that, the other man that he was, apparently they were working together. The other man that he was confirming everything the pastor was saying had done it. So he went, ran to the pool, said there's something, then came back. So now it's like, okay, this other stranger has done it, so you don't have anything to be afraid of. We are not going anywhere. He'll be here while I hold your stuff for you, so don't worry. And then yes, I went. And then when you are going, you don't have to look back. I did look back at some point. I think because they knew I was doubtful, they stood there for some time. So I saw them when I was running, and I looked back. They were still there, and then I felt a sense of relief. I was like, okay, well, maybe they won't go anywhere with my stuff. I came back, yes, and they were gone, and I felt so stupid. Yeah, that is it. I felt stupid because it's not like you knew, it's like you knew what was happening, and also you were oblivious at the same time. It was so confusing. And I went back to the room. I didn't even have my keys. I had to stay in a friend's room. That was the saddest night of my life in school. To make matters worse, and I'll never forget this. I heard from my dad the next day. I was able to use someone's phone to call him and told him what had happened. You know what my dad told me? My dad told me that a university student, then you let this happen to you. That was when I knew that me and Nkwanchen pastors, we are done. Even if I don't have earphones, I will use my hands to block my ears. Because what just happened, I could not believe that this just happened, like this could even happen. Not knowing it had been going on. If only I had heard a story, maybe I would have just ignored him from the get-go. But yeah, this happened. And I don't tell this story often, but nowadays it looks like they've stopped. In case they are out there and you've now seen this or you've heard my story, at least you can be on the lookout for fake pastors. In fact, be on the lookout for any stranger at all that tries to ask you a question and something doesn't feel right. Just go about your business, and please do not be nice to strangers. Some of them are thieves. I hope you've learned something from my story today. And my name is Minerva. If you're new here, you're welcome. Stick and stay. Subscribe. Share the video. Like it. Let's be friends. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.